Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Ben Rider. Today we're testing out the Kymco DT X360. It is a 350cc. Well, it is not really 350, it is 321cc. They were kind of lying or not telling the truth, you know, in the description of the model. Also, we have almost 29 horsepower at 7,500 RPM. I don't know the torque, which usually Kymco does not give you. What can I tell you from riding it? It really is a lot of fun in the corners. It feels like the Honda ADV 350. I'm really surprised, but it does feel like it. So if anyone is in the market for any of these two scooters, and this one apparently I guess is a lot cheaper, not a lot, maybe 1,000 euro or so, 800 euro, you might consider getting this one, the Kymco DT X350. A lot of fun scooter. So on the left hand side here we have the brake lever for the rear brake, which is adjustable in 4 positions. We also have a passing light switch here. We have a TCS traction control switch to turn on or off the traction control. We have a high beam, low beam switch here. We have the blinker switch here, and we have the horn here. We have to turn it on to honk the horn. In the middle we have actually something different now. It's really nice for a scooter. Underneath this cap you have a USB connection. You can connect it and you can actually put your cable here. You can close it up again and you have a very nice and safe and secure connection here. Down below we have all the the ignition switch, which is a smart key or keyless entry system. To the right we have the throttle. We have the brake lever for the front brake, which is also adjustable in 4 positions. We have the switch for the display. We have the kill switch. We have a starter switch, and we have a hazard light switch here attached to the starter switch, which I think is always kind of silly, but okay. So let's get to the storage space here on the Kymco DT X350. On the left hand side we have a cubby hole which is not lockable. However, there is a USB connection in there. You can put your phone in there. There's about space for about two of my hands, which could fit in there. On the right hand side it looks like a cubby hole, but is not. You can actually put your key there in case the keyless the battery is gone. You can actually have an option, which is this one here. You can put it to there, and then apparently, as the dealer said, it is without battery, without power. You can actually open up your scooter or drive it away if you put it like this, and it will operate normally. So if that is a new system, I don't know what kind of a system that is, but it's pretty neat. So let's open up the storage space here. I open up the seat for you. Let's see, how do we open it up? The seat is right here. So this is the storage space. Here underneath the seat we have a space for about 2 full-faced helmets. We have a courtesy light in here. It's a little bit smaller than the Forza or the XMAX, but still we have space for 2 helmets, which is pretty darn nice. So let's get to the display. Not much to change in the display actually. We don't really have a computer in there, just an odometer and a trip computer, but that's it. We don't have any fuel consumption or anything like that. On the left hand side we have the clock. Underneath we have the odometer and the trip computer, which I can change around, but that's about it. It's not really that much. Underneath we have different control lights, indicator lights. In the middle we have the rev counter, we have the speedometer, and on the right hand side we have the voltage of the battery, which is always shown. We also have the fuel tank, the capacity, of the remaining, the remaining fuel tank capacity. And underneath we have the temperature gauge for the coolant, and ABS and traction control lights and stuff like that. So that's everything there is to it for the display. So yes, a pretty nice scooter. We will do the sound check now. I will show you what it sounds like, and then we'll take it on to the road and do the 0 to 100 and bring it back to the dealer now. This is the Kymco DT X360. So this is the Kymco DT X350 or DT X360 350, kind of strange. We will take it out for a little spin, go back to the dealer now. So the Kymco DT X350, the seat height is 800 millimeter. It is very wide, so it feels higher than 800 actually on a bike. On a motorcycle you have to watch out for this. The seat is fairly comfy, nice, comfortable, probably also for longer stretches, not too hard, not too soft. You don't have a dominant lumbar support, which means you can go a little bit, lean a little bit to the rear, which you cannot really do with other Kymco scooters. I always had a problem with sitting on them, but this one is fine. The DTX series is fine. You can sit quite nicely. At the moment I sit in the toilet position, but you can actually put your feet up here in the front, which is a little bit more difficult for me. I'm 175 on other scooters. Like I have an XMAX 300 and I cannot comfortably put my feet to the front, but with this one it is no problem. Yeah, the mirrors are big and nice, nothing to complain. The controls are of good quality. I cannot complain either, only about the the blinker switch, which seems kind of flimsy to me. I don't know why they always take this one, not the other one, which they also have in their toolbox there. Other than that, we have a very small windscreen here, which deflects a little bit of wind at higher speeds, not that much, but you will see my microphone will get very loud on the highway, but other than that, it's not too bad actually. The very nice thing about this scooter is not about the suspension, which is normal travel, actually I think 110 millimeters or something, but which means it is the same as on the other regular Kymco scooters. It is not really bigger the suspension, and I don't know if it's the same or better than ADV 350, I have no idea, but here on the road it feels good, and it is an okay suspension to me. But the very nice thing about this is the corners, the handling in the twisties here in the corners. It really feels, you have wide handlebars, you feel very comfortable. Although you have 14 and 13 inch tires, it doesn't feel like it, you know. It feels like very safe to go into the corners. It feels almost, no, it feels like on the Honda ADV 350, which I really liked in the corners. This one is no different, I would say, although I think this one even has smaller tires, but it is very nice and agile. It can be easily handled, and I like it very much. So yeah, if anyone is in the market and it likes the design of this one, I like the color here, which is actually this scooter is actually available in 4 colors here in Spain. It differs to other countries I've seen already. For example, in Germany I think it's only available in 2 colors. I don't know why. Yeah, that's what it is. About the display, it looks very modern. Unfortunately on the video I think it's all flickering, but in real life it does not flicker. It is nice and solid. Unfortunately the digits to me look kind of still look kind of cheap, but that's just my impression. Also when you have sunlight coming in like right now, you actually see the inactive segments not activate, but you can see the inactive segments in there, and then it gets kind of confusing. So if you have a lot of sunlight on your display, it is not the best, it does not have the best visibility, to be honest. Yeah, so the display, maybe at first sight it looks okay, it looks nice, but it's not really my favorite, to be honest. I would prefer something like the ADV 350, which has a very solid display, which can be basically seen in any lighting conditions. This one is not so good. We have ABS and traction control here. When I press hard on the brakes, the rear brake of course comes on first. The ABS, it kind of goes like brrr, and it has a very strong braking power. The TCS light is kind of confusing because it is sometimes orange, sometimes green, when it shouldn't be that color. I don't know what they were actually thinking. Why is he going in this corner? So I don't know. Anyways, has a big car and he doesn't know how to handle it, I guess. What did I want to say? Yeah, about the lights, this is not the best selection what they have chosen about traction control on and off, but since you're not going to activate it constantly, you don't have to really worry about it. But of course, when you test ride this and that bike, you kind of notice, you know, I mean, what the hell is going on, you know. And so that's just what I wanted to tell you about this. It's really nice handling. It has a lot of power, 29 horsepower, enough for the mountains here, for the twisties. It is quite nice and quite powerful, and can be actually compared. It has almost almost the same power as an XMAX 300, or well, okay, the Forza is a bit more powerful, but it's basically, it's definitely in the range, you know, of these, of the competition. It also has a good thing is that it has a lot of storage space underneath the seat, which is always very important for me. Okay, nobody there, let's go. Go. Stop. So yeah, a lot of wind coming at me. The windscreen definitely is too small and too low, so I get hit. Half of the helmet is basically in the wind, and I have to speak very loudly so that you can still hear me. Yeah, it is very loud. But other than that, very nice performance. We go up a steep hill here now. I have full power at the moment and we're still accelerating. Yeah, so we can conclude this test ride already. It is a very nice scooter. It has a lot of storage space. It has lots of power comparable to the Honda Forza and the XMAX 300. Unfortunately, the windscreen is very small and it's very loud now. I can hardly hear myself here, but it has nice styling and it is still cheaper than the competition, so go figure. Anyways, that's all I wanted to tell you about the Kymco DT X360. Thanks very much for watching. This has been a ride out. Take care. Bye bye.